You see, there's this popular thing that the prophetess or prophet used to use. They say, power no be powder. On abas in the zoo, naya. On a message, naya. Do you know that after the Biafran referendum document was received by Simon Eber by the US Department, Simon Eber has now given the zoo 72 hours to do this very thing. Watch the video to the end. 72 hours and the strike order is coming from the topmost US department. For so long we have suffered, and so long we have been trying to convince ourselves, are we really doing this thing? You know, that kind of conviction, like, and the Biafran government has analyzed the picture of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra in the courtroom yesterday, and we are now convinced the Nigeria Islamic State has been, giving some kind of substance to his food. However, we are demanding for the immediate release of Mazen and the kind of a proper medical treatment, or else we will step up the flame. The Biafran government and its forces hereby give Nigerians 72 hours ultimatum to release Mazen and the Kano for medical treatment, or see every visible structure that represents Nigeria within Biafran and go down. The ultimatum will lapse on 1st of March 2024. It's a shame. It's a shame that Nigeria wants to keep doing this thing to themselves, knowing fully well they have nothing to offer to their citizens. They just want to hold these citizens down for too long, and at the same time make them feel their need to, to not to feel the presentation of what it is. And that is where every one of them must begin from. So we are looking at a wide growing force and what it is to become more important in the things we do. Just one or two. Yes, just one or two. But that's where the whole theory has begun. 72 hours. You see, Biafra is going to be known as a country that understands how it goes. They're going to be known as a country that shares a great measure of their pursuits. It's only going to take some time. But before you know it, everything will just come together in one way or two ways. So, as we are continuing to hold ourselves together in what we currently know as the big fish, let us know these whole forces as a proper measure of what we do. We cannot be looking at what we are already looking at, and as we have received the papers of the referendum, we'll continue to, fight along until we help ourselves in a proper order. There's no two ways about it. So, when we continue in this path, we must again, without dispute, hold ourselves to this very point, that one good turn deserves another. And that's where the theory lies. No going back, no turning around, no misplaced priorities. Biafra. Hey, una follow Dana Doda. Una follow Dana Doda. Don't make it too loud. Una follow Dana Doda. Simon Ekpa has just released the first document. The first document of referendum that has been given to him by the US forces. Yes, the first full document that has been given to him by the United Nations and the US Marshall Act for referendum, the first one. You see, we have come a long way to picture all these facts, and I will tell you with all honesty that we're already going somewhere with everything we are doing. It doesn't matter what they want to say. It doesn't matter what they want to do. What matters more now is the anti-facts for our very own production of what we do and the things we spread. That's just the truth of the matter. We cannot be thrown into darkness for no reason because of they said we should be thrown into darkness. It's not possible. And let me say it the way it should be said. The first document has been released, and this document is making a whole lot of sense. And this sense that it's making is already bridging processes, strong procedures, strong processes that will picture the right order. And that is what we have been talking about. Ana agwago kwine gent makana ntị egele ege mere nwoke omegene ọghọta njem ebe azọrọ ụkwụ. You must stay at the last, because everything that makes more sense makes no sense, and that's where the game plays. So we must put Simon Ekpa in prayers. Let him return from the US successfully well. Let him return successfully what? Well. Back to the land of Finland. Because that's where the game is now. With these documents, Biafrans will start preparing for a great momentum of what it should be and where we should be. Not two ways about it. Our enemies are already heading towards us, and by so doing, they may get hold of us if we are not careful with the things we do. Akadonya agwaroku kwesiyata ifa agwale ayama njisike mana anyị ga-amali ife anyị na-eme na-azọdo okwu ka anyị kwesịrị ịzọdo ka n'oge eruo ne bụ onye ọ na-kwesịrị ịghọta ebe anyị nọ abụrụ ebe fa nọ. Truth be told, as we march forward to this one exemption order, we must at the same time look at ourselves and tell ourselves this one truth that we all pursue, and that is the truth of what we do. This very truth must be seen as one big mystery. As one big mystery where we all started from.